Hello and welcome back to another video. I am Wendy Blum-Weiss, and this is part of our planning series where it's the end of the month and we are going to take a quick review on the previous month and then plan in an interactive way for the new month using exercises and questions to get really clear about what you want to create. So if you are new to my channel, I invite you to subscribe below and hit the notification bell, and let's jump right in. For those of you that have a Redefine Yourself Best Life planner or calendar, I invite you to grab it. And if you don't, no worries. I just invite you to grab your pen and a notebook. And now question number one is, what were your highlights for the month of June? What were your highlights for last month? And take a pause and go ahead and fill those in. Now that you've filled out those highlights, some of them may have been wins and accomplishments or events, milestones. Think about what you are most proud of, that you actually got done, that you accomplished this past month. So go ahead and write those down now. Number three is, what emotions came up for you? Negative emotions and positive emotions. We're going through so much right now. It gives you right now an opportunity to explore what you felt, to feel it, to heal it, whether it's stress, fear, anxiety, or moments of feeling really good or being happy or just feeling at peace, just getting in touch with those emotions and writing those down. Number four, what did you learn this month? Maybe you read a new book, you watched a documentary, you learned something about yourself, you learned something about someone else. What did you learn this month that stands out for you? Take a moment and go ahead and write that down. Number five, what did you do for yourself? What act of self-care did you incorporate into your routine so that you could really take care of you? Did you take a nice long walk? Did you give yourself permission to lay around and watch movies one day? Did you take care of going to a doctor's appointment? What did you do that was just for you this month that you feel good about? And number six is to write down what you're grateful for, to reflect back over the month and think about the things that you're grateful for that are big things and really small things, just everyday things, and just hone in on that gratitude. And now I'm going to answer these questions for myself. So you can go ahead and you can skip ahead to the planning section for the new month, July. As I share these answers, that's up to you. So number one, the highlights. My son was on lockdown in Thailand, in Indonesia, and just got home the first week of June. He couldn't get back earlier because he had an accident. He was healing his foot, so he got better. The minute the airports opened, we were able to get him a flight, and he's back home, so grateful. And then number two, my grandson turned 1, haven't seen family since before the lockdown, before the quarantine, was able to visit him for his birthday and celebrate his first birthday. Those are the two main highlights that stand out for me in the month of June. Number two, accomplishments and wins. So what stands out, number one, is that my foot is better. I fractured my foot 8 weeks ago and my foot is better. It's about 80% better, so I can finally go outside. I finally can get a little bit of exercise in. I can walk again. I can go up and down steps again. So that's a big accomplishment and win. And then little things like spending time cooking dinner at home and hanging out with my hubby. Those to me stand out as the accomplishments and wins on the personal side. And then also in my business, continuing to move forward in the rebranding of my products and my books and my online course. I feel really good about making some progress there. Number three, emotions. And boy, was this a big month. This was a month I cried a lot. And just when you don't think, like on top of COVID, that there could be something else really big that disrupts and actually brings to the forefront the way that our systems are broken, the racial injustice. And I've had to explore in my own heart what my role has been, and that perhaps I've been really naive, and I have been really naive in so many ways, and just wanting to understand and watch documentaries and read and learn more and being more present, and just really getting on the side of, like, what can I do to contribute, and how can I create the change in my life that we are seeking in this country and in the world, but mainly in this country. And so my emotions have gone up and down. I've been very sad. I've been very mad. I've been very frustrated. I have felt helpless. And then, then I've gotten myself empowered again. So the emotions have been all over the place. And then at the same time, I have felt hope and also inspired. I've been inspired by the protesting. I've been the peaceful protesting. I've been so inspired by that and so hopeful. So the emotions of love over fear, and that bonding together, and that we can make a difference, and we have a long way to go. A long way to go. So I've been writing about that this past month, and thinking about that a lot in the area of emotions. And number 4, I learned a lot. I learned that we have a leak in the roof, and it's hard to figure out where it is. So that takes time. I learned more patience. I learned more singing techniques because I'm taking singing lessons online, and how important how you sit, how you stand, and that there are little things that you can do with your breathing that makes all of the difference. And I also learned that you can get better if you practice. And then I learned about a couple new authors and their books, and I'm listening to on Audible The War of Art and Turning Pro by Steven Pressfield, and listening to, slash I count it as reading, I'm listening to right now Improv Wisdom, and just about how we are improvising in life. So I just feel like I'm a sponge for learning, in particular right now, being really open to learn. And number 5, self-care, going to bed a little bit earlier, sleeping in a little bit later. So I'm sleeping sometimes until about 6 o'clock, and making sure that I'm getting my water and hydrating and eating healthy. To me, that is self-care, going the extra mile, water picking, got my teeth cleaned, really taking good care of my skin, putting moisturizer on, and being really present to self-care. And it feels like an honoring and recognizing your worth and your value. And number 6 is gratitude. Always health, family, friends, a roof over our head, a car in the driveway. And even though we've been home, that we have so many luxuries, like having a cell phone, like having a laptop, like having a TV, like having Netflix, being grateful for the small little things each and every day. And so looking back over the whole month with all the stresses, with all the challenges, sealing the month with gratitude. And now we're going to go into planning for the new month. So for us right now, it's planning the month of July. So first and foremost, thinking about your priorities. Those are the things that you have to get done. Whether it's something in regard to your health, your relationships, your business. What are your highest priorities that you actually look at your calendar, that you look at the 4 weeks or so, and you think, what do I have to get done? And you actually write it down. So for me, really quickly, I'll share what those are. It's getting the roof fixed. We have a big hole in our ceiling. Number two is filing our taxes. Our taxes are due. Have to get that done. Have another doctor's appointment. Have to go see that doctor. Those are the highest must get done priorities for me this month. Number two are the goals, the bigger goals, the goals that will take a little bit of time and energy and focus to get them done. So those are either work-related goals, something that you can do over a 2, 3, 4 week period of time, and your personal goals. That is like your health goals, your eating goals, your relationship goals, having date night with your significant other. You know, those are the goals that you are committed to for the month, and taking a moment to actually get clear about them, what they are, and then to write them down. So for me, my goal is dividing it into business and personal. So in my business, like really showing up for my clients 1,000%, and for my online coaching groups to really be present, to really prepare, to really organize, to really give so much more in value than anybody would ever expect. And then personally, that means like really stepping into my exercise, because I haven't been able to exercise now for a couple months. So really focused on eating and health and exercise, and being really committed to it, like super focused on it. Number three are the emotions, the feelings, like how do you want to feel, and then anchor them in, making the decision, okay, I want to feel peace. I want to be grounded. So that means meditation. That means going outside in nature, to be focused, to be organized. So you kind of already are setting the intention around it, to be courageous and to be authentic, to actually make the decision how you want to feel empowered throughout the month, and write those feelings and those emotions down. And number four is to reverse engineer the month as if it has already happened, to see the vivid vision, to kick in your visioning muscle, to go forward to the end of July, that it is July 31st, and this has been a great month. I've been creative this month. I've been organized this month. I've been grounded this month. I've tapped into my courage and confidence this month. I got my priorities done. I got my goals, my health goals. I accomplished my health goals. I worked out 3, 4, 5 times a week. I ate healthy. I really showed up for my clients. That you actually write down in reverse the outcome, the results, as if they have already happened. And those of you that have followed my work for a while know that this is really the core of what I teach from, of what I talk about, what I'm most passionate about, reverse engineering the month in advance. So that's it. You've done it. I'm so excited that you are here joining me for this new planning and journaling series, that we will be here each and every month at the end of the month to look back and review the prior month, and to plan and journal about the new month. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe below somewhere here and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new videos here. So I wish you a great, empowered month.